After its debut as weightlifting in the Tokyo 1964 Paralympic Games, the sport, now known as powerlifting, expanded from just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000. Powerlifting is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command, start. Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, lock out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referees command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required from 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts, and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the 3rd round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker, and/or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total, but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
Representing Ukraine.
Back again at the World Powerlifting Junior Championships, and we have got a plethora of competitions for you now. We have got 5 categories altogether for the next hour, up to 55, 61, 67, 86 and over 86 kg categories. 5 gold medals to be decided.
Representing Japan.
So it'll be all one group, so there's no major weight between the 2 groups. So those are the 2 Kazakh lifters, Valeria Smirnova and Alexandra Penkova. Alexandra is on the near side.
Representing Ukraine in the up to 67 kilo category.
And another new innovation, as you can see, the athletes are being introduced individually and they're not being brought on stage together. We'll be enjoying the men's 59 kg event later.
These are the athletes in the women's up to 55, 61, 67, 86 and over 86 kilo categories. Group A.
So the women's 55 kg honours. And some very, very familiar names in this. Not that we're seeing any of them. We've seen quite a few junior records already achieved. So this is who we're seeing. Alexandra Penkova, Valeria Smirnova first. They're in different weight divisions. Here's our referees, Norsiat Mohammed, Mahmoud Al-Shabani and Tibor Kenta. And our jury.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the technical officials for this session. Center referee.
two-time championship debutants as well. .55 kg division is first to go, and 3 of the first 4 lifters are in that.
4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready for powerlifting? 26 kilos on the bar. Our first athlete representing Kazakhstan, Alexandra Penkova. First attempt.
So 55 kg first to go. It is Alexandra Penkova. She's 16 years old, and it is her first major championship. And the 2 Kazakh competitors in this women's evening session are in different weight divisions. So they're not obviously directly competing against each other. So this for 26 kg. It's a good, solid, simple weight, and she has got it. 3 out of 3 for Alexandra Penkova, and she is clear. Good news for her, she is up and running, and it gets her on the board and gets her in contention for medals. Now we go up to the 61 kg weight division, also for Kazakhstan. This is Valeria Smirnova. Likewise, it's her first major championship, but she's 19 and she won silver here in the World Cup event in Tbilisi back in May, and she's well supported. So 47 kg is her effort. And it looks like the 2 Kazakhstan lifters have gone in well underneath their potential weights, and they can go a long way. Smirnova lifts 47, and she's into the lead in the 61 kg category. And they both definitely look, technique notwithstanding, that they can both go quite a long way in this competition, and they can go much, much higher. So next up for Ukraine, Katerina Kuharchuk, the 18-year-old, and again it's her first major championship.
From Ukraine, Katerina Kuharchuk.
So we're back into the 55 kg weight division, where Penkova, the first to lift, got 26 kg. This is for 55. And there's one more lifter to go after Kuharchuk, and that's Fabiola Perez of Mexico City, who is the next, nominally the next to go. still got over a minute. It looks as if they've gone in way below their peak potential weight, but the technique and the way up was a bit wobbly, and that's none out of 3.
Please, rack height 10, weight 57 kilos.
So Kuharchuk has to work that one out. Go again. Fabiola Perez up next from Mexico, the 20-year-old. Her first major championship, and at the age of 20 it'll be her only World Juniors. So this to take the lead in the 55 kg weight division, where our leader is still Alexandra Pankova. So Perez are gunning for 57. And the lead. Looked a formality, it never is of course, but that's 3 out of 3. Gets it into the lead, into the gold medal position. It should tighten up a lot in this. 3 out of 3, 3 white lights, a white out for Fabiola Perez. Good comprehensive lift.
The athlete, Layla Kalimova. Azerbaijan, first attempt.
Layla Karimova of Azerbaijan. So she is aiming for 57 kg, and this is in the over 86 kilo category in these Junior World Championships. She's the only one in it, so obviously there is a qualifying target that she must hit in order to get the gold. So gunning for 57 for the lead.
No lift.
That's 2 and against. Chest sequence. So no dice for Karimova.
Rack height 14.
Her first major championship as well, but bronze medalist in the Tbilisi World Cup in May. Well, 2 more attempts. But next to go for Japan.
Karin Morisaki, first attempt.
Karin Morisaki of Japan. Turned 19 years old on Tuesday. And her attempt is going to be 66 kg, which is 1 kilo off her lifetime best. It's as close to her body weight as you can get, only 100 grams off. 100 grams over her own body weight. This for the lead. We are into the 67 kg category. She's the first competitor of two that we're seeing in this weight division. Murasaki, the Asian junior champion from 2018 in Kitakyushu. Japanese champion 4 years out of 5. They haven't missed the Japanese championships despite all the COVID difficulties. Silver in the 2020 championship. She's back as Japanese champion again in 2021 and as senior champion. She was 7th in the senior competition, the Asian championships in Kitakyushu. This for the lead here in the World Juniors, her first World Juniors.
Good lift.
Yes.
Murasaki,
Yes.
Japan.
2-1 in her favour. We haven't seen many misses so far, and Murasaki's into the lead.
Spotter loaders, please. 70 kilos, rack height 8. 7-0.
That is a good, proper start to her competition, and it's funny that she should come into a World Juniors already having 5 full years of senior experience behind her, not having competed at a World Juniors before. She has now. She's got the clearance, gets her into the medals.
Representing Ukraine. Zlata Dachuk.
Next up, Zlata Dachuk of Ukraine. They were in action here in Tbilisi last night. Men's basketball, the World Cup qualifiers, and Georgia won by 5. Pretty much a full house in the Tbilisi Sports Palace, which is right across the road from our hotel. None of us allowed go though. It's all under bubble conditions here. I guess the basketball is too, although quite a few of them are still playing for their clubs, so actually club level there's no bubbles anymore. Something like this, a para sport, there has to be, of course there has to be. So Dachuk, 70 kg, we're in the 67 kilo weight division. Murasaki has just cleared 66. This to put Dachuk into the lead with a 70 kg lift. Has she got it? Yes! 2-1 in her favour, and she's into the gold medal position for Ukraine.
Spotter loaders, 71 kilos now.
Excellently done. Good from Dachuk. Country with a great para sport record, powerlifting, para athletics, swimming too. Surely, with all of the great sporting facilities in Kiev, will be there for a major championship in one sport someday.
Mexico.
She got that lift brilliantly. Fatima Castellanos of Mexico, and she is gunning for 71. And this to take the lead in the 61 kilo weight division, where Valeria Smirnova of Kazakhstan is our leader. The 2017 world champion when she was 16 years old in Mexico on home soil, silver last time out in Nur Sultan. She's been the Youth Para Pan Am's champion 2017. And looking for gold again here. Mexican champion in 2019, full stop. So she has the quality, she has the conditions, and she has the lead! 3 out of 3. A whiteout at 71 kilos, and she's into the lead. Excellently produced.
Spotter loaders, please. 72 kilos now.
Castellanos
72 kilos.
lifted 58 successfully in winning silver in the lower weight division of 55 kg in Nur Sultan. Well, she's gone way beyond that now. 71, and she is in the gold medal position. 1 to go. Valeria Alves
The bar is
dos
ready.
Santos. This is in the 86 up to 86 kg category, and she is going for 72.
Valeria Alves dos Santos.
This is actually under her own body weight, so the potential's there. She's lifting 8 kilos under, so big potential. Alves de Santos in her first major championship too. So aiming for the MQS target in this, as she's the only one in this category. Solid effort,
No lift.
but
Alves de Santos.
2-1 against for the chest sequence.
Chest
And if you're
sequence.
watching that on the overhead, you might have gathered that. Got to fix that.
That
Now
concludes
the big
first
decision
round.
coming up as to whether she stays at
Round
72
two
or
begins.
goes
With
higher
31 kilos.
for round 2. She can definitely lift 72. It's just a matter of doing it right, and it went wrong there. Planted inwards, so have to get that right next time. First round done in all of the 5 different weight categories.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 31 kilos, representing Kazakhstan.
So at the moment,
Alexandra
Fabiola
Petkova,
Perez, Fatima
second attempt.
Castellanos, Zlata Diachuk are our leaders, and no successes anywhere else. Obviously, if it stays that way, then the medals are not awarded in those particular weight divisions, as you know yourself. Alexandra Petkova of Kazakhstan got 26 last time out, now going for 31, and this is in the 55 kilo weight division, where our leader is Fabiola Perez of Mexico, who's lifted 57. So here she goes at 31.
No lift, Petkova.
It's 2-1 against.
Please, loaders.
So that'll be for the press.
Kilos, please. Rank height 11.
Wasn't pressed upwards equally for me. But when we don't see a reason, then it's different reasons from our referees.
The bar is prepared for Kazakhstan. And Valeria Smirnova, 52 kilos, second attempt.
So, going up to the 61 kg category, Valeria Smirnova. who's cleared 47 already, going for 52 now. There's different profile pictures on the big screen here, and she's giving the peace sign on that. So aiming for 52. This to add an extra 5 onto the bar, but she would still be 18 kilos behind the lead, and it's all 3 against anyway, and it was chess sequence all the way.
2 of the 3 referees. Spotter loaders, please. Rack height 14, the weight 55 kilos.
Chess sequence for 2, press for the other, I can tell you, out of our 3 referees.
The bar is ready at 55 kilos.
So on we go. And Katarina Kuharchuk coming up now. This is the 55 kilo weight division, and 55 is what she's aiming for. This would put her into the silver medal position, only marginally behind Fabiola Perez, only by 2 kilos. Not currently on the board. Plenty of time in her favour. It's 2-1 against, and that's the chess sequence from the 2 who voted her down. It's actually an improvement on last time when it was all 3 against. Really stop and touch the chest properly, so that's what the 2 viewing from the angle didn't like. Fabiola Perez is our leader in this weight division of 55 kg. She's lifted 57, now she's going for 61. Fabiola Perez in her first major championship for 61, and this to extend the lead even further over currently second place Alexandra Penkova. Got that raised, and yes, 2-1 in her favour.
61 kilos.
1 against was for the press sequence, that's no to worry about that. She's made it, and the lead gets stronger and better, and she's solidifying herself into the gold medal position. Kuharchuk's got a big choice to follow, because if she is seeking gold, then she'll have to go to 62 next time. 61 won't do it on the head-to-head. Slightly heavier in body weight.
The bar is ready, 62 kilos. Representing Azerbaijan, Leyla Karimova. Second attempt.
So for Azerbaijan, Karimova, Leyla Karimova. She turned 17 at the start of November. She missed 57 kg in the opening round, but she's going to follow the pattern. This is in the over 86 kilo category, the heaviest weight division. Going for 62 here, having missed 57, but not by much. It was 2 and against. The hosts of the last World Championships. Two to one in her favour. Slight problems in the press sequence, but nothing that halted her progress. She's on the board. She's got 62, and that tentatively puts her in first place. Good work. Still quite a bit to go, as you can see in this second round. Those black tiles denoting athletes who are yet to go. And now for Japan, Karin Morasaki, having cleared 66 in the opening round, is going now for 69. This is in the 67 kilo weight division, where she has been overtaken by Zlata Diachuk. To go 1 kilo away. The Asian junior champion, who's coached by Takeyoshi Akamoto and Kyohei Kubo. Plenty of time. Morasaki going for 69 kilos. She's got herself positioned. The spatial awareness is right. Within a kilo of the lead. Morasaki. Solid control in the lift, but it's the chest sequence that went wrong. All three voting that down. So she's got to raise, she's got to get that chest sequence right, and probably will have to go for 70 in the next round. And actually, in terms of body weight, she's missing out the head-to-head by 470 grams to Zlata Diachuk. So even if she were to aim for the lead, she'd have had to have gone for 71 there, and will have to go for 71 next time as well, if the ambition is still there. Chest sequence was not right, and well, you can just see from her reaction she thought that it wasn't visibly. As if she thought it wasn't the best.
Thank you. The bar is ready. 72 kilos representing Brazil. Alves dos Santos.
Valeria Alves. This is in the 86 kilo, up to 86 kilo weight division. She's the only one in it, so has to hit the MQS targets here. And it's her second attempt at 72, having missed that in the opening round. She's decided to keep on the same weight. First time we've seen her on a global stage. So if she gets this right, then that'll put her into pole position.
No lift.
She has
Elvis
not got it right,
December.
and it was the press sequence. See nothing to be pressed upwards equally, so that's 2-1 against her. And again, she's come close to it. It's been 2-1 against her both her attempts, so at the moment, she's got to get the next one right, otherwise no medal for her and no medal in this weight category.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 73 kilos for attempt number 2. Representing Ukraine, Zlata Dachuk.
Still 2 to go in this second round. Zlata Dachuk of Ukraine, who's cleared 70 already and going for 73 here. This is in the 67 kilo weight division, and this to open up a lead of 7 kilos over Karin Murasaki of Japan. Ten of the 17 who are competing in the women's events of these Junior World Championships are in their first major championship. In fact, I've never been in a major championship before, including her. That looks an improvement on a previous one, which she cleared on 17. It is 2-1 in her favour. She's up to 73, and she's solidly in the gold medal position and looking good for it. Pressure is really on Murasaki, who will have to aim for 74. She's cleared 66 today, missed 69 Murasaki. Hence, Dachuk getting that makes her position all the stronger.
The bar is ready for Fatima Castellanos, Mexico,
So,
second attempt.
the world junior champion from 4 years ago in Mexico City for Mexico. Fatima Castellanos, also the Pan Am youth champion 2017 in Sao Paulo. From Jalisco State. Big chances. Her third World Juniors and her last. A gold and a silver to date. Right now, with a lead of some 24 kilos, this would make it a 28 kilo lead, and
1 minute.
whether she gets it or not, almost certainly it's another gold, her second World Junior gold. Here she comes, raised, and in a good way, a clean bill of health, 3 out of 3. A white at. That'll be the gold for Castellanos, his second world title, and her first outside in native Mexico. They all count equal, they all mean the same.
And a rack of 5.
She knew it. How good was that? Our leaders, Fabiola Perez from Mexico, Fatima Castellanos from Mexico, Zlata Diachuk for Ukraine, Leila Karimova of Azerbaijan. Valeria Alves still has to get a mark on the board to get into the gold medal position. Currently, as we go into the final round, in the 55 kilo division, it is Alexandra Pankova who's in the silver medal position, and a good silver medal position too. She goes for 33 kilos here, having missed 31, so she's staying on track. 26, 31, 33, got 26, didn't get 31, going for 33 now. Here she comes. And that to help her a little bit more. Yes! 3 out of 3 for Pankova. And she finishes on 33. She is in silver. It's a good job, well done by Pankova on her major championship debut. Again, she might have missed the middle attempts, but she stayed on the weights that she was planning on going for all along. She got the heaviest of them. Doesn't have to worry about anything else. She's done it all. 33 kilos for Pankova as now we go to the 61 kilo weight division, and an attempt coming at 52 for Valeria Smirnova. She's currently in the silver medal position in the 61 kilo final. What that means is that Castellanos is the world champion again for a second time. Not attempting to go near Castellanos' mark. Smirnova in second. Castellanos is the junior world champion again. Castellanos later will be going for 77 kilos. Didn't need to add too much more to the board because Smirnova has done all that she needs to do. Smirnova for 52. Missed it last time, and it was 3-0 against. This one is 3-0 for 3 out of 3 in a good way. Smirnova clears 52, and that is second secured. Pure thrill, pure perfection, pure Smirnova.
The bar is ready at 55 kilos. Attempt number 3, representing Ukraine.
Next up for Ukraine, aiming for 55 kilos. Now, her third attempt at this, she's missed twice previously. This would put her into the silver medal position, which means that Fabiola Perez of Mexico is the world champion in the 55 kilo weight division. Kuharcha gunning for 55, needs this for silver, needs to get on the board full stop. It was none for 3 with her first attempt, 1 for 3 with the second. She continues that pattern. This and silver would be hers again. Her first major championship, first appearance on the world stage full stop. Kuharcha looked smooth, but 2-1 against for varying reasons. Chest sequence, but also there was a vote down for the press sequence as well. So no, it's a blowout, I'm afraid. A wipeout. Kuharcha 2-1 against, and she does not register a mark. So, Fabiola Perez has won. She has the gold in this 55 kilo weight division. Penkova, the silver, Kuharchuk didn't register. Perez so far is clearances at 57 and 61 kilos. This for 65. Makes no difference in terms of the medals if she gets it or not, and she won't get it. And the spotters had to be quick off the mark. She cleared 61, that's enough for gold. She is the world junior champion. Doesn't get the 65, doesn't matter. She has the gold. So Perez has done it. 20 years old, her first major championship. Obviously her teammate in her third World Juniors, but well, this is where it went wrong for her on the press sequence on the way up. It just wasn't going to get lifted. That was the end of that. Obviously we see a situation where
representing Azerbaijan,
competitors aren't para-athletes until a particular point in their lives, and for her it's come later. And we will have potentially medalists in the seniors this week who we haven't seen before, who weren't para-athletes, weren't para-powerlifters in 2019. Karamova, our leader, going for 65. This in the over 86 kilo weight division. Leila Karimova. Consulted with her personally. She's not an over, but she is an over 86. Well, the referees will be watching the press sequence on that and will be
no lift,
all voting it down for the press sequence. So, none from three. It's a strikeout on this occasion. But she still cleared 62. It's up to the MQS to decide whether that is the gold. But she is the winner of this weight division at least. Whether it's enough to actually get the merchandise is a different matter. She couldn't quite close that one out. Press sequence had gone a bit off. As we move on, Karin Murasaki of Japan, who's already cleared 66. Now she's going here for 70. We're in the 67 kilo weight division. And that won't overtake Tiachuk, so Tiachuk is the junior world champion. Murasaki finishing in second place. She's just felt, and her coaches have felt, that it's not going to be enough to overtake. Coaches are Takeyoshi Akamoto, Kyohei Kubo, stay second. But this to round off her competition, having a second successful lift of the three. She got the first okay at 66, missed out at 69. This is 70. No, she's not got it.
Japan.
It's 3-0 against, all in the chess sequence, and one of the three also voted her down in the press. 2 thumbs down from our right side referee. But it doesn't matter, she is 66 and it's second spot anyway. She finishes on 66 kilos in the 67 kilo weight division. We've got 2 competitors to go, and again they're in 2 different categories. 1 gold medal has definitely been secured.
Valeria Alves dos Santos, Brazil, 72 kilos, third attempt.
Didn't quite get that right. So for Brazil next, Valeria Alves in the up to 86 kilo weight division. 2 misses at 72. So if she gets this at 72, it's down to the MQS whether she gets the gold. If she doesn't get it, there is no gold. What happens to unawarded medals? Gotta go somewhere. Might end up in a museum somewhere. The National Sports Centre or somewhere else. Alves trying to avoid that. She wants her medal. She's got it raised. Has she got it right? She has got it right! 2-1 in her favour. 3rd time lucky. Oh yes. Well, that's brilliant news. She has a mark. She finishes first. Valeria Alves did what she needed to do. And she got that one absolutely right.
Bar is ready, 78 kilos, representing Mexico.
Success.
Fatima
And she
Castellanos,
loves it.
third attempt.
Final attempt then of the women's competition at these World Juniors. We've flown through it. Fatima Castellanos, the now 2-time World Junior champion. Smirnova gets the 2nd position for Kazakhstan, the gold coming to Castellanos, just as it did in Mexico City, the same year that she had claimed the Youth Pan Am crown in Sao Paulo. So many competitions wiped from the calendar in the last 20 months or so.
1 minute.
Here she comes. This is the lap of honour attempt. A short lap of honour.
No lift.
No joy.
Castellanos at
All
78
three against on the press sequence, obviously. The spotters having to get involved. But no worries, she is the champion again. She cleared 75.
1 attempt remaining in this session. 79
And now we have
kilos,
one more to go.
rack weight, please.
Castellanos can be pleased as a 3rd World Junior medals coming away. It's a 2nd gold, and there's where the spotters got in. End of story. Just went marginally too high.
The bar is ready. Representing Ukraine,
This is now the final lift. And again, we are watching the champion, because Karin Morisaki could go no higher than 66 kilos. Diachuk has cleared 70 and 73. This for 79. And she has won. Junior European record, 90 kilos for Gamza Sayar, set in Mexico City right at the start of December 2017 in the Junior World Championships 4 years ago. Diachuk is our Junior World Champion now at 67 kg. She's cleared 70, she's cleared 73, this for 79. Well, it reached the top. She's looked across, waiting for the results, and it's 2-1 against. And that's for the bar control. Also a vote down for the press sequence 2. 2-1 against. Our centre referee was happy. Anyway, Castellanos is the world champion. And that's that. Diachuk, world champion too. '70 and 73, she cleared, and the final one at 79. Yeah, it wasn't going to work anyway. The spotters were looking to get involved, but that was the end of that. The bar control didn't work out. So we do have 5 champions: Fabiola Perez of Mexico, Fatima Castellanos of Mexico, Zlata Diachuk of Ukraine, Valeria Alves of Brazil, and Leila Karimova of Azerbaijan. Penkova and Smirnova, second places for Kazakhstan. Kuhachuk, unfortunately, out of that massive competitors, didn't get a successful lift, and it's a blowout for her, I'm afraid. Wipe out. Heavier men's categories to follow after this in around 45 minutes. There are a plethora of victory ceremonies that are on the way. All the medalists are in front of you. Very enjoyable competition, and it was quite something to see a 3-time World Junior medalist it's a view of the stage that we actually haven't seen a huge amount of if you've just seen the bottom right of the screen a few moments ago. Obviously there's always a spotter and a referee in the way of that while a lift is going on. I'm sure an angle from the back is possible, but we have you covered anyway. The women's 55 kg ceremony will be following shortly.
gentlemen, welcome to the victory ceremony at the 2021 World Junior Para-Powerlifting Championships in Tbilisi, Georgia. These are the medalists for the women's up to 55-kilo category.
So the victory ceremonies, and we will have three of them, I believe. Women's 55 kg first of all. And it is Glory for Mexico. Oh, hello. She's knocked over all comers.
The silver medalist, representing
But first of all, silver in Kazakhstan for Alexandra Pankova. 16 years old and only turned 16 a month ago. Her first major championship, her first major championship medal.
Gold medalist, representing
And it's
Mexico,
gold
Fabiola Perez.
from Mexico to Fabiola Perez, and likewise major championship debut for her, and she is junior world champion for Mexico. Cleared 57 and 61 kilos. Pankova conservatively 26 and 33. It was enough for both to medal, and for Perez it is the gold for Mexico. Could be one of those weeks for Mexico. Fabiola Perez with the impressive performance and a first gold for Mexico at these World Junior Championships. Get ready to hear that anthem a lot more. In fact, get ready to hear it pretty much straight away. Women's 61 kilo medal ceremony to come, and that was Mexican Glory 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the victory ceremony for the 2021 World Junior Powerlifting Championships in Tbilisi, Georgia, and the women's up to 61 kilo category.
Women's 61 kilo final. So glory for Mexico again. Valeria Smirnova of Kazakhstan finished second in this, clearing 52 with a final attempt, but it was gold for Fatima Castellanos.
Representing Mexico,
Gold in 2017 and gold again in 2021. It was silver 2 years ago. Back on top of the podium again.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Fatima Castellanos
rise if you're able
with
for
her
the national anthem of
third
Mexico.
major international title. She's been Pan Am Youth Champion and now World Youth Champion for the second time. Glory for Mexico on the double. We've heard the anthem enough today with two Mexico golds. Excellent golds for Fabiola Perez and Fatima Castellanos. We couldn't hear the Mexican anthem again. There were only two entrants all this time during this part of the women's competition, and they both won gold. There wasn't a third competitor to do it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Next up, the
ceremony
women's
for the
up to 67
2021 World
kg
Junior Parapowerlifting
ceremony,
Championships
and
in
it
Tbilisi,
is
Georgia,
a
and the women's
Ukrainian
up to 67
gold
kilo
here.
category. Please welcome the medalists.
Glory for Zlata Diachuk of Ukraine, who cleared 73 kilos. She got past 70 in the opening round. She edged out Karen Morosaki in the end, who had a go at 70.
Representing Ukraine, Zlata Diachuk.
But Diachuk successful with that attempt of 73 kilos. And that makes her the World Junior Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Ukraine.
Diachuk with gold for Ukraine.
Congratulations.
Another
to the
superb success for Ukraine, who've picked up a fair share of medals today. Dalia Koblinska with gold in the women's up to 45 kg category. So that's the women done for these 2021 World Junior Powerlifting Championships. Next up, the end of the men's competition, and there's still quite a few titles to be decided there as well. We'll be back in about 30 minutes' time. .7:20 Georgian time, 19:20, that's 3:20 PM, 15:20 GMT, 16:20, 4:20 PM Central European time. At the earliest, 4 titles to be decided. To wrap up the men's competition shortly.